What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, YouTube? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all the beautiful people out there. Hope everyone is always is having a fantastic day, boys and gals. We are back at it again. Another week has passed. Back at it again, another Friday. And it's T.G.I.Fessions today, boys and gals. Y'all already know what time it is up in here. My name is ATX Crypto. We dive into, of course, crypto analysis, checking out Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the PulseChain market for Richard Hart. So, as always, I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Let me actually throw on some music real quick. 1 second, y'all. Oh, hi, puppies. All right, there's some music in the background right there. Oh, wow, it's a big treat. Yeah, yeah, the camera's right here. As always, guys, I hope y'all are having a fantastic Friday. Oh my goodness, my gosh, guys, another week has gone by. We are mid-May right now. What do y'all got planned? What is y'all plan for everything happening right now, right? I'm always curious to see what's going on. Gotta help the pup out with the treat real fast. Hold up. All right. There we go. Got the co-host back at us again with us, should I say, back with us today. Another week's gone by, man. We are almost mid-May. Heck, for that matter, we're almost 5 months through a year of 2024. We got roughly about 8 more months to go in this crazy situation before things start really popping off, in my personal opinion. So make sure that you're doing everything that you can, because managing expectations is crucial, boys and gals. Crucial. I want everyone to be ready for it. I want you to be prepared for it. I want everyone to make sure they make a whole lot of money this cycle. Because as we're going to dive into the T.G.I.Fessions today, you're going to see a whole lot of people made a whole bunch of silly mistakes early on. There's still plenty of time to be made up at this point in time. So again, make sure that y'all are properly prepared for yourself as well. And with that said, let's check out what's going on with some charts. Currently, we got Bitcoin sitting at $60,869. Yesterday, I actually mentioned that we would be seeing a red candle. Surprise, surprise. We saw a red candle, boys and gals. This isn't like a rocket science thing. It's just the way the trend is going right now on this market. It is showing that once we get 3 red candles in a row, and we follow it by a green candle, it's typically followed by a red candle. Not that if it does do what it does, we would actually see it probably bounce up here to this parallel channel that it's bouncing in right now of 63,500, and sure enough, it ended up getting up to 63,619. But it was rejected at that channel at that point in time, and I said we would probably see it come back down to reach 59.5. Now, we didn't get that low at this point in time. We just saw it hit 60,182. But my expectation, we get another red day, and this is going to fully get this level all the way down to that 59.5 level, if not go down a little bit lower to 59.1, 59.2, somewhere in this region. Still play within the parallel channel. You have to understand this is well within expectation at this point in time to bounce in here and bounce off here, because the market for at this point in time doesn't want to move forward. We've hit this rejection now 3 different times back here of 70,000 or 71. So I don't just see us all of a sudden just bouncing all the way up again and bouncing all the way up from here and just shooting all the way through. So part of managing expectations is kind of getting a better grasp as to what the market's more likely to do than less likely. Right now, the market's more likely to end up going sideways for longer, if not down for a little bit more, because we have yet to see that 30% dip. Something that we've been talking about quite frequently as well here on the channel. So I hope y'all are making sure that you are properly planned and using the 5P strategy of proper preparation to prevent poor performance, to make sure that you, again, set that spare capital on the side and make sure it's all good as well. Oh, it's awesome, man. Congrats. We got Crypto Quiz in the house. What's up, my G? Nothing much. Got my cup relaxing. I understood that, man. That's how you got to be doing it, man. It's the weekend, boys and gals. It's a freaking weekend, baby. You're about to have me some fun. Right. J Everything, salute to you, my friend. Benny Davis, ready for the boom. I am absolutely ready for the boom. We got a breath of life as of yesterday, and it looks like we're kind of doing a little bit of a pullback at this point in time. I really would just love to start seeing everything rally all the way and start getting crazy with it. Start having your friends start reaching out and start being like, how do I get into this crypto thing? Because that's always good signs. And at this point in time, people are more scared than actually wanting to jump on, partly because the SEC is absolutely doing everything in their power to make sure that crypto does not exist in the US. They are coming after everybody and their mother with the lawsuit right now. I mean, literally, they've gone after anyone that they can that's promoting crypto. They don't want to set any good regulations. They don't want to stop any scams. They're already too late. For the people who are scamming, there is no repercussions. For the people that are doing shit right, for the people that's handling business, for the people who's trying to do everything up front and transparent, those are the people getting slammed right now, if you can believe that. It's absolutely wild if you think about all of the you say like the Bitcoin Samurai wallet folks who have a little bit of a tornado blending software get arrested. You have the Tornado Cash people get arrested. You got Roger Ver just recently getting arrested for tax evasion and fraud. You have SEC coming after the Consensus MetaMask system. You got them coming after Robinhood. You got them coming after Richard R. You got them coming after Ripple and XRP. You got them coming after everybody. And it doesn't look like at this point in time they're going to be stopping anytime soon. So I am absolutely ready for the boom. And I cannot wait to see it happen. We need to get some precedents set on this crypto game at this point in time. So that way the SEC can't come at this bullshit statements that they've been saying. But as you've been seeing, folks, we are playing within this parallel channel. This is a double parallel channel right here. So it can, in fact, come all the way down into these zones. But the median right here is showing this is where we currently are on the median. And again, you get the double parallel channel right here. So this is still toward the bullish side of the parallel channel, by the way. So keeping that in mind, we are still bullish. If you actually look at the overall trend line that we are forming right now, it is still very bullish. That was a terrible line, by the way. But if you just look at the overall line that we're forming, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, very bullish overall. It's just in the most recent time, people are getting a little bit freaked out because of uncertainty, folks. It's one of those things that causes people to get freaked out, unfortunately. You can see we still have gotten our, we'll say 20% dips. We haven't fully gotten our 30% dip yet at this point in time. So when I look at the times where we've gone through and done the 20% dips, you had right in the beginning of October to November of 2022. Look at the line that we've been setting all the way back here. It's very bullish, y'all. This is massively, incredibly bullish. However, people are freaking out because of a 20% dip once again, a 23% dip as of recently at this point in time. And so this is where I kind of say it is to be expected where the market can end up going. We are in this little descending wedge right here that I see. This is a different metric that I'm using as well, but it looks like we've gotten support multiple times at the $61,000 mark. Yes, it has gone down a couple of times, down to 59,200, which I can see doing it once again and actually bouncing off that 59,200 before we really start getting things going. So I'll draw a line there just so everyone kind of has a little heads up as to where I think we're going to end up going in terms of the more recent time frame. But once again, folks, if you look at the actual trend of this crypto network right now and Bitcoin itself, this thing has plenty of room to grow all the way up here. And when you start seeing $100,000 Bitcoin, $200,000 Bitcoin, it's game over. Game over for the rest of crypto, because that not only means that Bitcoin is doing extremely well, but even all the other total three, which would exclude Bitcoin and Ethereum, would be doing massively bullish numbers as well. Okay, so keeping all of this in mind, right now we're just kind of playing in here, waiting for that next wave up. We've already seen it do kind of one of the first waves all the way back. I could even just say from here up to here, and then you start seeing a little flag start forming, which has kind of ended up getting this little flag right now. We'll kind of draw this out since it's got the 3 trend line touches. And then once again, we'll draw this out from here. So this is kind of what we're playing in right now, right? This is where we're bouncing in this little line. We're definitely playing all up in this zone. This is again the total 3, so it is excluding the Bitcoin and Ethereum side of things right now. So when I'm looking at this particular chart, kind of giving me more of an indicator, looking at the Impulse MACD as well. We are kind of cooling off on this one. So the blue line is looking like it's going to be meeting that orange line soon. Typically just brings a little bit more bearish energy to the market. So a heads up, volumes kind of died out a little bit as well when you start looking at some of the stuff, and that kind of leads to that whole like energy being faded at this point in time. The Bitcoin ETFs have also kind of stopped doing the massive purchases that they were doing. Whoops, this is the ETF tracker over here. Tether dominance is about to flip. Damn. Looking at the overall Bitcoin ETF as well, you can see Grayscale, they had like 2 positive days where they actually ended up being positive for the day. Otherwise, they've been a net negative for this entire thing since the ETFs have launched. So they're currently sitting at 291,000 Bitcoin remaining. Again, yesterday they ended up doing some more sells as well. There was only, I believe, 1 day, and I think it was on the 3rd of May. I believe it was last Friday, if I'm not mistaken, where there was actually all positives, where there was not a single Bitcoin outflow going on this one. It was all positive inflows coming into the ETFs. So it's just interesting to see how this is all playing out as well, especially now that you got Hong Kong ETFs that have been approved for Ethereum and for Bitcoin, spot Bitcoin and spot Ethereum. Also, they're going to be opening up to the overall mainland China and all the individuals there too. So very, very curious to see how this whole thing is going to end up playing out, boys and gals. So just watching this whole thing play out is just freaking absolutely incredible, y'all. It is absolutely incredible to kind of see what is potentially possible here in the near future. And again, just setting yourself up for managing your expectations, right? That's what it's all about. We got the PulseChain ecosystem right here, 40609 for the price of Pulse. You got 4026 for the price of PulseX, $3.14 for the price of the Ink token. You have 00963, so just below a penny on the Hex price as well. And again, sitting at 2 zeros and a 2 over on Hex over on Ethereum, with that ratio being 1 to 4.7. You can see we are still at this point in time making those higher highs and higher lows at this point. So I'd love to see this trend continue. This is a pretty bullish trend if I was to draw this out. I don't know if we're going to be able to hold that bullish of a trend. You can see last time we were kind of holding a trend similar to this. It did end up breaking it. So I would be curious to see if it can end up holding this particular one. That would be pretty aggressive. I would actually bring this down quite a bit and just say, let's kind of go here first and say, let's start making some items. But again, usually you like to do 3 touches when you set a trend line. So this is only really getting those 2 touches, which would mean we probably could end up still pulling back to around 4057 before we get that next wave up into here, which is that next level of resistance we're going to be meeting on PulseChain, 4066, where we're probably going to be rejected. Ideally, it could come back, touch the line, bounce on through, and then form that level of support, right? If you're looking at just the potential moves of what could be happening, at least in the near-term future, potentially doing like an Elliott wave over here, kind of going similar to this, where it can actually end up going up here, pulling back, going up into the next one. This would be a massive move if we can get this. I'm just kind of drawing this out, not fully coming back to the 1 because that would kind of invalidate, and then really breaking out back above that, really breaking us back out above the SAC price, PulseChain. That would be one of the more bullish directions that I would see end up playing out. Can we get that this month? Within this month, if it actually was to play out something similar to this. So I'm very curious to see if we can get something played out like that. Again, this is a pretty aggressive bullish trend line. I would be expecting a lot more of the inflows coming out, whales coming out, you know, that kind of stuff to really start just eating up the seller demand. Because at this point in time, every single time we've had a slight pump in the recent times, even if it's just a roughly around 20%, 15% pump, there's been some selling that comes as well. So ideally, the whales or sharks or bigger players in the ecosystem would just start gobbling that up. And once I start seeing that, that's always the bullish sign as well. PulseX currently sitting at 402596 right now at this point in time. You can see we are playing all within this region as well. Looking at the overall chart to check it all out. I was pulling up just some fun little data and charts over here on the 15-minute, just to kind of give it a little bit of a different time scale right now. But ideally with this one, we really want to be breaking above 208 or 4028, right? That would be the ideal mark where we start really getting bullish. That kind of gets that bullish energy going again. Otherwise, we end up playing all within this little zone right here, which is well within reason to end up playing. We ideally would love to bounce through it, hold it as a level of support, and then continue to rally all the way up again. So these are things that I am paying attention to. Can't see. In fact, we did get a pretty decent pump over the last week or so. You know, it was a 3-day pump of a 37% pump. Got people going again. Almost broke it as a level of support. Couldn't quite get it. Met that resistance and pushed all the way back down, as a matter of fact. So that big old wick is kind of one of those signs that shows the market doesn't want to quite pump yet at this point in time. Likewise, to the upside, you can see a big old candle wick down here, meaning the price doesn't really want to fall below this range as well. So anything that you're purchasing in this zone, in this region, in this realm, while I can't say that this is in fact the 100% bottom of where the PulseChain or PulseX ecosystem is going to end up falling, seems to be getting some pretty good support around this zone. So if you were to be doing some dollar cost average strategies, this is where you would more than likely get a little bit more aggressive in these zones, because again, you can DCA the entire time, and as you're up here, continue to do say $10, $10, $10, $10, $10 every day. Or when prices are in this zone right here, you start getting a little bit more aggressive. Here you start doing $20, $20, $20, $20, and it just kind of helps get that market really flowing as well. And just seeing which way the market wants to go. We are still kind of low on this one into the oversold. We're just now, or should I say overbought. We're just now starting to get that energy pumping us outside of this zone right here, which would be absolutely incredible to continue to get this for the next few days. Usually it likes to be here for at least 8 days at this point in time. So if we can really hold that at that point, that would be ideal. That would also allow the energy to start pumping us back above and really start seeing those green candles once again, potentially seeing a 2x here in the near future, which again isn't too far away in all reality. If you start looking at where the prices actually are right now, it would bring us into the 405,185 price for the 2x range. So just a little heads up over there, okay? Anyone kind of curious as to the ecosystem right there. Ink is doing its thing right now. It's got a little bit of a pullback. Ink is still in this $3 range, being held against this level of support or this trend line right now as a resistance. Again, we drew this out a couple days ago, so y'all can see we've been holding this level of a trend line for quite a while. Ideally, if you do want to be seeing some big breakouts, you want to break above the trend line, bounce off of that support, and then start getting into the next ranges where you start seeing the $5, $7, $10 for the Ink token, right? Those are where you're actually looking right now. Otherwise, these are kind of areas that you can expect to kind of play in. $2.75 all the way up to the $3.50 range. Beautiful area to be, again, doing a little bit more aggressive of a dynamic DCA strategy if that's part of your plan. If these are tokens that you are wanting to hold long term going into this cycle, guys, manage your expectations as we discussed. Let me look at Hex over on Ethereum. I don't think I've pulled up that chart over here on a little bit of time. So again, Hex over on Ethereum currently sitting at 2 zeros and a 2, so right below the 0.2 of a penny range right now. We have a beautiful level of a trend line that we've kind of been holding for quite some time. And you can look, I mean, while it was a small trend line, it is a beautiful little higher high, higher low situation. Ever so slightly just sneaking its way on back up again. So the ranges that I've been seeing to be paying attention to would in fact be this range right here, which is the 50 EMA, kind of as a level of, we'll call it resistance in the beginning. So 2 zeros, 2.5 would be that level. Getting up to the next level resistance, 2 zeros and 2.8, and then up into that 2 zeros, 4.5, which again, from here, oh, sorry, there's sirens going on in the background. Just tripped me out for a second. From here, roughly around a 2x, 2.2x. Pretty good flip of the money right there, y'all. And again, we are still definitely in this stochastic RSI zone, which is plenty of room to be continuing to be going to the upside. And as we stated before, we like to remain here for about 8 days, right? You can see 19th to the 29th before it really started ticking on back down. And it was really like right 19th to the 28th, whatever. Y'all kind of get the idea over here that I'm kind of talking about right now. So, I hope all of y'all kind of understand kind of what we're seeing right there, keeping in mind of what we got going on in the most recent time frames. Let's take a little gander at the chat. Say hello to some beautiful people as well. And keep it going, my friends. Keep it going. So, yep, Disclosure Crypto says Gary just launched Gary Snipbot. Could you check? Yeah, I'm not sure what is Gary Snipbot. What is this? Gary Snipbot. I'll pull it up real fast, just the S's and G's. Crypto quiz in the house, man. I think we are going to be surprised, and your boy, your friend, is going to be a buy signal watch. Facts, dude. Facts on facts. When you start getting your friends to start saying like, dude, I really want to get in, man. This thing is freaking, I'm super interested in it. You know, you hit me up, you got me interested. Let me know what's going on. Those are great buy signals right there, y'all. Beautiful, beautiful buy signals. What else we got going on, man? What's up, Xskins? What's up, Tin Top? Tether dominance about to flip. Yeah, I didn't check that out earlier. Let me actually just pull up that real quick. USDT dominance. There we go. Dominance right there. I'm just pulling out the entire dominance chart real fast for USDT right here for market cap. And you let me know if I'm looking at the right thing right here for us. Pen top, check it out. But this is what I'm seeing on the tether dominance chart right here. So it's still showing around 5%, which is pretty damn bullish. I mean, that's pretty damn bullish in terms of like its dominance in the overall like stablecoin market cap area. And people are looking at doing that. You know, what's funny is the stable coins like USDT, USDC, like they're actually using the US Treasury to pay for some of these fees that they end up getting as well. So that way they can earn money on it. And they're going to realize soon, man, I'm not all about politics, man, but if you guy ain't voting for crypto at this point in time or trying to hurt crypto in any way, shape, or form, maybe they shouldn't be in office. You know what I mean? That's all I'll say on that one. But just one of those crazy little things that happen. What's up, Marcus? How you doing? Join me after stream to talk shit about the Hex conference. Lol. There you go, Johnny. They're never going to accept good dudes. Don't forget that. The OGs need dum-dums. Be a good dude. Dudes. Lol. That's hilarious. Just seeing the little puppy in the background. Let me move him so you can kind of see the co-host as well. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's all good. Prospector, what's up? What's up? Hey, Johnny. Just saw you simping over at the conference. Glad you could join us. Lol. Oh, what's up? What's up, A-Fam? How you doing, man? Hex Huddle in the house. Yep, the PulseChain conference is also on. Busy Friday. Alan is a beautiful people. Yes, Alan is a beautiful people for sure, for sure. I was born beautiful. Some things have changed. Lol. What's up, chieftains? How you doing, Pimp Barbecue Sauce? I think I'm pretty. Y'all goofy. You beautiful too, Hex Huddle. No Diddy. That's why I have a hexagon as my image and not my face. Laugh my freaking ass off. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's always fun, man. It's always fun to end up getting a little image of yourself out there, right? You feel a little bit more initiated or integrated in the ecosystem, and you know, you're like, you know what, man? Let me show you who I am, right? Let me show you who Mees is. And you start putting yourself out there, whether it be doing the YouTube tweets or whether it be making actual tweets or actually making little tweeter videos or any of that. You know what I mean? All good stuff right there. Gwei, by the way, sitting at 5 Gwei right now, so still a damn good time, man. That sucker's been freaking down for quite a little bit of time as well, in terms of how it's been. So that's some pretty damn good Gwei right there, y'all. Not gonna lie on that one, right? All right, so checking this out. Hold up. All right, Echo scavenging. The puppy is scavenging for leftovers. This is a dog y'all never see. She's always in the shadows. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. All right. So T.G.I.Fessions, right? I'm checking it out over here. We got people saying, I really don't know if I'm going to make it this cycle. I've made so many mistakes in the bear market, lost a lot of money. I still have not given up yet. My one last resort is a new meme coin. Every day I pray that this coin is the reason why I'm going to make it. And that is absolutely crazy to just put all the eggs in one basket for a meme coin in particular. Wild stuff, y'all. This one's a little bit sad, man. This one hit my heart right here. Growing up, my mother had to work 2 jobs to save enough to provide food on the table and save up for a house deposit. Today, I have more than what she could ever imagined in Doge alone. Sadly, she passed away from cancer and we'll never find out. Miss you dearly, Mom. She's watching you, man. She's watching you make it. She's watching you from above. She's proud of you, brother. So congrats on making it right there, man. I wish everyone to make it. I want everyone to make the maddest of gains. How you make it can go about different ways. We see it happen all the freaking time on these little T.G.I.Fessions, man. There's not just one right way of doing things. There's definitely plenty of wrong ways of doing it, and I just don't want anyone to get screwed, kind of like this individual right here. I had 4,000 SOL in September of 2023. I gambled all I had in memes and online casinos. Today I have 0 Solana and a debt of $50,000. If I hadn't lost my Solana, I'd have over $700,000 today. I'm in therapy now. That hurts, man. That hurts like crazy. You know what I mean? Like, what is the price of Solana right now? $146,000 or $146. $146 times 4,000, I believe he said. Right? I think that was the number that we just discussed. It'd be $584,000, and all they had to do was hold for less than a year, boys and gals. But he gambled it all away, like you see happen so many times. And whether or not it was all in Solana or if it was tokens in Solana, I'm never quite sure. But this is kind of how I feel with the PulseChain ecosystem as well, boys and gals. There's gonna be people coming on here saying, "Man, I had 100 million. I had 100 million freaking man. I had 100 million pulse, and that sucker went up to reach, 1/10 of a penny. I don't know, dude. I'm just throwing out some numbers, but that's $100,000. And today, that's roughly around like $6,000, right? And so you're like, you just washed it all away, and you see it happen so many times. Like, let's just say it reached a penny. What's up? Okay. Okay. Alrighty. I was heavily invested into Chainlink and was a maxi for the last 2 bull runs and never made it. I don't know how you didn't make it in Chainlink if you were a maxi for 2 bull runs, right? You're talking about being in 2017 bull run, 2021 bull run, and you didn't make it. Like, that kind of shocks me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not saying Chainlink's like the hot shit or nothing like that, but guys, like, if you look at this freaking chart right here and you pull up the actual data over here on the max chart, they had plenty of opportunity to make it. I'm just kind of curious as to like how they didn't make it, right? Because I mean, like this is the first cycle when it first all ran up, however much you end up getting. The sucker ended up going up and to the range of, we'll say, $1, and at that time it was sub 10 cents or so. If you had bought down here in these regions, that's a good 10 extra money. And if it was just $1,000, that's just 10,000. Don't get me wrong. So maybe they didn't feel like it was enough, but heck, if you just held that same thing all the way up to, you start getting into the 2021 time frame at $48, and again, if you were just holding $1,000, that's a 48x or whatever it was at the time. I'm always kind of curious to see like how you didn't. Maybe you just didn't sell. I don't know. I'm always curious. But anyways, I was heavily invested into Chainlink for maxi. The last 2 bull runs never made it. Mid 2023, I decided time to diversify, and I'm now up 20x from my 2021 all-time high thanks to animal coins and new tech projects. Congrats, man. The slow road has treated me well. I got into crypto 2017, made what I thought was a lot of money to me before losing it. Hodling shitcoins through 18 and 19. I spent a couple of years in denial, checked out before getting back into the space 2020. I started learning about Bitcoin at a deeper level, stacking sats. I had bear market PTSD, and I think a lot of people are still getting over bear market PTSD. Let's be absolutely real about that. And was overcautious. It was tough to see some friends with less experience make much better gains, but by 2022, I managed to outperform and hold on to much more value than all of them. I managed to slowly accumulate and keep a humble but life-changing stack of Bitcoin. The slow road has treated me well. Congrats to that individual, my friend. Congrats. Let me send a quick message to the Wi-Fi real fast. Give me a sec, yo. Just hopped in the shower. I'm gonna go join her in a sec. Yeah, congrats, man. Congrats on making it. Got rugged in 2021, lost 2,000 soul, now striving to make 7-figure cents, working 2 jobs and trying to make it this cycle. So we just checked it out. So it's $146 at this point in time for where Solana is, holding 2,000 Solana, almost $300,000. God damn. That's at today's prices, by the way. Damn. You're gonna make it. You're gonna be all right. You just gotta keep your head down, right? Money can always be made up again. That's a saying that I've always believed in wholeheartedly. And so if you just keep your head down, don't give up, don't start chasing and trying to make money faster and go get yourself rugged once you start getting into the 6-figure category again. Man, that's what you see happens all too often. You see people lose it here, and then they go, and then they're like, dude, I could just start getting into this meme coin, this launch, this pre-sale, this launch. Eventually one of them rugs you. You end up connecting your main wallet, which is silly, but you end up connecting your main wallet, and then you just fucking rinse, and then all of it's gone. And you're like, wow. I put over $10,000 of fat on Solana and now worth 0. My life is over because of a fat cat. I don't know if your life's over, man. It's $10,000. That's what I was saying. You got people losing $300,000 over here. You talking about 10,000? His life's over. You know, come on, man. Pick your head up. Get back in the game, folks. It's gonna be all right. Just stop doing stupid shit. I spent the past few years hodling and round tripping profits on XMR. Finally decided to sell it and ate into several shitcoins. Made more profits in the last 6 months than in the past 3 years. I guess being right won't make you rich. I'm very cautious on these individuals right here. For these people who make that kind of money, they get this mindset that they can do it over and over and over again. And then they say, I can just do this another time. Just one more round of doing this. In another 6 months, I'll have triple, quadruple, 10-tuple my money. And I'm telling you, man, you end up just getting fucking rugged. So take profits. Be glad that you got in what you got in. And congrats, my guy. I'm only 17. Got in late 2021. Got train wrecked for about 2 years. Caught the AI train early this time. Now up about 6x. My port equals my net worth. Going to ride out this bull market. Congrats, man. When you watch your old DAO submit on-chain budget that doesn't disclose a 70,000 in ETH, the core team just paid themselves on the side. Oof. And it's so silly, man. The whole DAO idea, this whole decentralized autonomous organization idea is like a silly thing, man. I've seen people like, you got to have these tokens to put in a vote. You got to do this, to be able to have a say in the network. And then the people are like, we're going to do it anyways. Fuck it. Sold my whiff for 4x, around $20,000 profit. Then lost all of that in 100,000 liquid chasing the pump. Dude. Damn. Sold my whiff for around 4x, around $20,000 profit, then lost all that on $100,000 liquid chasing the pump on leverage from 45 cents down to 29 cents. 8 hours after I was liquidated at 29 cents, it pumped and my position would now be worth over $1 million now. Instead, I have $87 to my name and 28 days behind on rent for the first time in my life. And my phone has been cut off. God damn. Also sold my other positions to keep the whiff position afloat. And those positions would now be worth $250,000 and $40,000 each. I know I can do it all over again, but man, this sucks. My family relies on me, and it's embarrassing. And I wholeheartedly feel that. I don't want anyone to go through that, and that's a struggle that happens all too often, man. I shield Hex RP hard, and they all lost money. Yeah, dude, that's a tough one, man. I kind of feel the same way about Hex, right? Let's just be real about that. Like, I mean, Hex is amazing. I absolutely love Hex. And to this day, I actually just got done bridging over about 500,000 Hex back over to the Ethereum network to stake it for about 55. Because I still believe wholeheartedly in the project long term. But yeah, dude, I was talking to everybody. And unfortunately, I was in after the whole rally going up, right? So I was in whenever it was the whole 1 cent to 10 cents to 20 cents to 50. And I was like, guys, this is fucking incredible. Look at my wallet. Check it out. Oh my God. It was doing a 2x every 48 days. The shit was crazy. Fortunately, some of those individuals bought at the top. Some of them continued to understand the purpose of it and continue to buy in after a certain point in time. And now they understand that Hex is a long-term position, man. So I kind of feel this position right here, this particular individual for this tweet. And I got the puppy happening. Yeah, he aped in his last 10K into it. Fat cats, LOL, silent killers. Facts, dude. Yeah, that doesn't compute. 2 cycles in Link should have printed him. Facts, dude. Just go to their Reddit. Damn, the Safe Moon Confessions are lit. Those confessions are fun to read. German Shepherd. It looks like, yeah, he is a German Shepherd. Yeah, Shepherds are absolutely adorable, man. Feed your dog. He's skinny. Nah, bro. He is definitely not skinny, my friend. Not skinny. I'm over 40, but don't feel it. Thanks, man. That's awesome. Starting crypto 2020, held mostly XRP and continued to buy XRP through 2021 and 2022. Had about $30,000 left in the market. Pulled it together for another $60,000 in 2023. Sold all my XRP, rebalanced the portfolio in September. I am now up over 6,000 portfolio, but embarrassed my friends because I shield XRP hard and they all lost money. They get angry at me when I mention crypto. I am too deep in love. I am too deep in and love crypto. Finding new friends who like to talk crypto now. Been drowning in credit card debt, man. These are crazy ones. This is how real life is, though, man. This is what I'm saying. This is why I like Confessions, because it lets you know that you're not alone out there. For those of y'all who are feeling something similar, been drowning in credit card debt since a while. Decided to sell my car, a really nice one, when Bitcoin was around 17 and 19,000. A lot of people question my decision, went all in with that money, and now I could pay off the debt, but don't want to get rid of any Bitcoin. In my head, why would I get rid of the best bearer asset to waste it on paying off, print it up, devaluing currency? I'm pretty much self-employed, so the lack of steady income and 30% interest rates on credit card have made it difficult. Yeah, that's greed. That's all greed right there. What he just said is all greed. If you have a plan, guys, I have to say this and then we'll be hopping off, I'm guessing. But if you set the 5 P's in place, proper preparation to prevent poor performance, you set those up in place to allow yourself to say, when things do X, I am going to do Y, and this is going to be the outcome is Z. You do this in order so that way when the time comes, you are not left with the decision to say, well, do I really want to freaking sell now? Because if I don't sell and it does another 2X, I can make a whole lot more money and and that's where greed comes in, man. Your emotions are going to get the best of you. You're going to be round tripping the whole fucking thing again. And at the end of the day, if you just say, man, at the beginning, I bought it around 17 or 20 and then it doubled. So it went up to 40. I sold 10% of the profit. At that point in time, it goes up to 80, right? We're not there yet, but it's going to, is my guess. It goes up to 80. You take out another 10% profit, right? It goes up to 120 at that point in time, or even 160 if you really want to wait for the next double at that point in time. You sell another 10%. You got something set up to say, I've taken profits, man. You got to understand taking profits is the name of the game, because otherwise, at the top, you're not going to think it's the top, and you're going to be saying, we're just getting started. 1 million Bitcoin, let's go to the moon. And it's gonna fucking happen to everyone, man. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the rest of us. You funny, man. Your kid looking skinny, man. Oh, you funny, man. Do you feed it? Oh man, I don't know. I find stuff funny today, of course, man. Always finding stuff funny. I didn't check out the Gary Sniper bot at this point in time. Let me just kind of see what it's talking about. A sniping bot, the whole crypto world, enjoy ultra fast transactions, 100% success rates, swaps at attractive rates, Gary bot trading competition, spin bot article, spinning, text writing, cute earn. Okay, so these aren't even Gary bots. There's only one Gary bot article right here at this point in time. I'll just kind of bring it up because it's kind of fun, but it's a Telegram bot, fastest, smoothest, easiest sniper bot. I avoid those at this point in time, man. I thought about it, but it's like a bot trading thing, and you just get to, it's a Telegram thing where you can open it up and basically just click execute order or buy now, and it just does all the process for you. Pretty easy thing to end up doing. They have a lot of that with Solana network already. Oh, of course, Telegram trading companion for Solana, so that makes more sense. Because this is where a lot of those protocols are being built in general, and I've seen a lot of people do really well with them, right? You can get in, you can add more to your position, you can take profit along the way. It fairly quickly, not gonna lie. It's just not something that I feel comfortable with, man. I'm an old school person on that one when it comes to crypto. I like to do that shit manually at that point in time. So I like to click the order execution. I like to click on everything. So maybe I'm a little bit more old school when it comes to that. But again, I feel like it's just so much safer, so much more secure. I'm not left with something else executing that process for me, which is why I don't really use things like Tetra and all that good stuff either, because I'd just rather do it myself, man, at that point in time. And if I miss the bottom of the bottoms, it's gonna be okay, y'all, right? We're never gonna catch the exact bottom at this point in time, but it is what it is, man. It gives it lettuce. Lol. Y'all funny. Used to have a turtle as a kid myself, fed it lettuce. Okay, there you go. I've seen this video recently about setting up a Roth for your crypto portfolio. Do you know anything about that for tax purposes? Yeah, dude, there's a lot of them. A lot of the people are out there using IRAs in general, because you can actually, Roth IRAs in particular, because you can actually trade. So if y'all don't know, they basically want to tax everything. So if you swap USDC to DAI, they consider that a transaction. That's a taxable event, right? At the bare minimum, that's kind of their way of thinking, regardless of whatever the amount was, whatever it is, like taxable event at that point in time. So a trade is in fact considered to be a taxable event 9 times out of 10, if not 9.9 times out of 10, if you really want to get technical with it. You can get in stuff with the IRA's system, and you can actually do trades inside that Roth IRA account and not be taxed at that point in time. However, there are certain items when you start taking profits out of IRAs too early that you end up being penalized on that as well. So just make sure you do all the research as to understanding what the benefit of doing it all is. At the end of the day, one of the best things you can do is simply buy the crypto, hold the crypto, unless Biden and their crew ends up passing the fucking unrealized tax law where you basically have over a certain amount of money and they're like, oh, well, you owe us money. Even if you don't sell, just because of holding a certain amount of money, they want to tax you on that one. I don't see that one passing, but man, if you want to do anything in the world of crypto, I would not be voting for Democrat this time if you are in the US and you can actually make that decision. If you're a single issue voter, as they say. I want to read this one last one because goddamn, I bought in 2016, I bought over 1,000 Ethereum, watched it go to millions, never took any profits, was hoping for one more bull market to get to 8 figures, and then I was going to sell everything and put it into a safer investment. Last year, I got hacked in the last pass breach and lost everything. I'm severely depressed and think about this every day. I hate my life. That is absolutely brutal. And while you may never make the money that you may have possibly made in the past, you right now behind you that don't even have any of those issues, and they're going to go make a whole lot of fucking money. So don't let that stop you at that point in time, folks. Understand that that's part of the name of the game, man. Some people end up learning like that lesson, which is a brutal fucking lesson to learn. To lose that amount of money at that point in time is a brutal lesson. Many people can learn those lessons from other individuals, and that's what I hope by sharing these T.G.I.Fessions on that one. So that way everyone has a better idea of what's going on, better idea of what we can be doing. And overall, folks, I just want everyone to be as super safe, as careful as possible. Set yourself up and separate your fucking crypto, guys. Like, put it in different wallets, man. If this individual had 3 wallets of 1,000 Ethereum, 333 in this one, 333 in this one, 333 in that one of them got hacked in the last pass breach, blah, 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 bullshit. Boom, at that point in time, they still have 2 other wallets. They still have 666 Ethereum at that point in time. They're still looking at, even at this point in time, for that amount of capital, they would still be holding $2 million right now, just because they separated their funds, as long as they just don't do the same shit to all of the wallets, right? But that's part of the way the cookie crumbles, man. Separate your crypto, folks. Keep your wallet safe. Keep your crypto safe. Separate your funds. When I say diversify your crypto, that is what I mean. Separate them into separate wallets, folks. It is one of the best things you can do for yourself, for your health, for your wealth, and for your future self. So that way, if something ever does happen where one wallet is ever compromised, you are still good to go, boys and gals. And again, folks, at the end of the day, I want everyone to freaking succeed. I really, really do, man. So hit the sub button, hit the like button, and if you're having fun, comment, type something, man. If you're watching this and you're still at the end of this stream right here, you definitely need to be subscribed to the channel. Shout out to all of y'all, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
I want to take a minute and thank all of our Patreon members over on patreon.com. Also want to thank all the badge members for YouTube memberships and all of the subscribers.